Hi there, remember me? It's still your girl Hawa Magaji, and we are still here having the conversation on the future of private aviation. And of course, I still have with me Mr. Tunji Beyoku, the Senior Vice President Marketing of Jet for Less. Hi!
Thanks, glad to have you back.
We're about to do this again.
Yeah, thank you.
So, PJs have been synonymous with luxury, convenience.
Yeah.
What do you think are other reasons clients in other parts of the world, let's say Europe, are also, tuning into private jets and are also, getting on the bandwagon of private jets?
Okay, so I'll give a very, very typical example. When COVID hit in 2020, a lot of people, you had fewer commercial flights because of restrictions, and a lot of people were struggling on how to get by. They wanted to travel in a way they are not sure. They want to be sure they don't want to contact the virus. So private jets became very popular because people wanted to travel in smaller groups, and we started seeing the demand rise in COVID. People would call, I just want to travel, me and my friends, me and my family. So we saw that surge, and it's been on the increase since then. Yeah.
How would you say private jets are reshaping businesses in Europe? Let's say businesses with tight schedules, businesses with high level security, businesses like that.
So what we've also discovered is, and what we see based on the trend, is that companies want to visit 3 countries in one day. They have factories in Basel, in London, and in Paris. The only way they can achieve that is by flying private. So for companies, that has now become, large corporations, that has now become the way to go, where execs, you can have 10 execs on a private jet. They have a meeting in 2 hours, they are wheels up, they're off to the next country. So it has really helped to make business easier, and they be able to, it has increased productivity.
So let's say from London to Geneva to Paris, how do private jets help give the upper advantage to people that want to go to these places in Europe, and let's say easily?
So for example, I can wake up in London, like they say, have breakfast in London, have lunch in Geneva, and then
I want to do that.
Yes, and then I'm in Paris for dinner. So it's very simple because with private jets you can plan your time. You can say when you want to be where you are. But with commercial,
it's not easy.
It's not easy. So the super rich and the wealthy are able to buy time by using private jets.
So how are you guys able to navigate the European airspace and the American airspace and every other airspace that is not the African airspace that you're used to?
Okay, so what we did, we took a decision 2 years ago to have a office in London. And that now became like a regional hub for us. It made us be able to serve well our European clients. So today we have office in London running fully well, and that office caters to the European market. So we get 1 or 2 off requests from the US, but going into 2025, our goals is to see how we can move into the US market, because the private jet space, we have about 24,000 private jets all over the world, and 60% of that is sitting in America. So that's a market we want to tap in, and that's where we will be focusing our energy on in 2025.
All right, that's nice. So what would you say are some of the challenges Jets for Less has faced in navigating the European airspace?
Okay, so for the European airspace, for example, I would say some destinations are very crazy busy routes. For example, Ibiza in summer. If you don't start now applying for choosing your trips, by the time it's summer, you can't get slots to land in Ibiza. So that's one challenge. So those kind of destinations, it's always good to plan ahead. So what we've told our clients, ahead for July, May, June, when it's summer is going to be at its peak, from now on, start to plan your flight so we lock down those schedules, because if not, it's going to be tough. So those are one of the slots, especially for those kind of destinations. That's the major challenge we have seen.
Okay, so you seem like someone who travels quite a lot. So with your travel knowledge and history, where are some less popular countries that you feel like people should be going to in Europe that we don't go to, that we don't know about yet?
Okay, very, very interesting. In 2024, we got one of the craziest requests. We'll get requests, I go up and look and say, where is this place? Travelers, their appetite I don't understand.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody calls me, Tunji, I need an aircraft to take me to Tivat. And I'm asking myself, where's Tivat? That's in Montenegro. I mean, somebody called me, Tunji, we need to get to Bodrum. That's
Turkey.
in Turkey, you know? And now, just early in the year, because it's winter period, we're seeing places like Coacheville come up very prominent because people want to go skiing in the Alps.
Yeah.
So, I mean, these clients have the money and they want to enjoy their life in a certain way. So
you help them enjoy it in a certain way.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Europe has so many landmarks, so many cultures, so many places I would want to see for myself.
Yeah.
Do you have any stories, even if it's not a personal story, but a client story, taking you through the private jet experience and through the experience where they went to and just everything?
Okay, so one story I can never forget was a client called us that he wanted to go to south of France, and for that destination you have to fly to somewhere like Nice and then take a helicopter.
Yeah.
But why I was happy was it was a tight weekend. It was a Formula One weekend. It was quite super busy, but we were able to pull that last minute request. So for me, I feel that when you are able to work at those tight schedules, it gives a satisfying effect. It gives that sense of fulfillment. And so for me, that's the one personal story I can't forget because it was a last minute and it was a busy weekend. It was a Formula One weekend.
And you guys made it happen. Jets for Less made it happen.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know about you guys, but I'll definitely be booking Jets for Less for most of my European trips now. One thing we know about them is they're a come-through brand. They will come through for you any day, anytime, and at your request. So I don't know what else you guys are waiting for. Book Jets for Less today, and I'll catch you in the next episode.